JaredPolin, FroKnowsPhoto.com, here on the Skype line. I want you all to call me on Skype with any of your photo-related questions. The name on Skype is JaredPolin, all one word. So be sure to add me as a friend, and if I am around, I will take your call. So I want to set up this phone call for you that I had with Debbie Bernstein. She's somebody that I know who's local, who I've been helping pick the right lens, helping her to get better photos of her kids who are playing sports. So she called me frantically saying that the light has changed outside. It wasn't supposed to be overcast. It wasn't supposed to be cloudy. Now what do I do? So I've discovered that some of the terminology she's using seems to be wrong. Like she's saying she's got into manual, and she's really not in manual. She's in anything but auto. So any of the aperture priority, shutter priority, program, things like that. She called those manual, so that threw me off a little bit. But we're able to help her, we were able to work through it and start to help her to get her settings right for shooting the lacrosse game that she was going to shoot. So here's a little snippet of that phone call, and you can hear the full phone call over at the website, which is linked below.
Debbie Bernstein.
Fro knows.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
Good. It's just it wasn't supposed to be cloudy today because I had it all figured out. And I put it on M, I blow it out to an ISO of 1600, and I'm good to go. And then I walked outside today and said, I don't have sun.
Why are you on M for shooting outside sports?
I don't know, because I thought that was when I watched the, was it either the first one or the second one of your sports shooting videos?
Mm-hmm.
How else would I change? Would I manually adjust my ISO if I'm not doing it on M?
Well, in any of the modes other than auto, so P, A, S, or M,
okay,
you will be able to change the ISO.
Okay. Which one do I want to be in today, though?
Make sense?
Yes. Okay, yeah, because I just pushed the little ISO button and then rotated on the little dial thing.
Yeah.
So what's the difference between M? See, I've always gone all auto. The only other thing that I'll do is I'll switch it out and put it on, I have a little sports doodah.
Sure.
So I usually just go with the sports doodah.
Okay, in the first video, I believe I talked about shutter priority mode, which is that's the S. So that meant you went into S, and you set the shutter for no less than 500th of a second.
Okay, how do I do that?
Okay, go into S.
Yep, I'm there.
And go into S and turn the you know the back dial. It's where your thumb would be if your finger was on the lens on the camera.
Yes.
Now, do you see the shutter speed changing?
So my thumb would be if the finger was on the camera.
What camera is it again? It's a D70, right?
It's a D70, right.
Okay, so hold the camera like you're going to shoot.
Right.
Tap the shutter button halfway just so it actives the
okay.
Now turn the back dial while looking
go.
through. You see the shutter speed changing?
Yes. I go to start off at 1,000, 1250, 1,600,
right.
120. Right. Okay.
So what's happening is now it's going to automatically set the aperture for you because you set the shutter speed to say 500th of a second, and it's going to automatically set